Over the past 18 years, LEGO Batman has grown from a simple superhero game into an epic brick-smashing adventure. From the very first title in 2008 all the way to the upcoming LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight in 2026, the Dark Knight has delivered fun, humor, and tons of DC action. Today, we're exploring the full evolution of LEGO Batman games. Let's dive in.
Fine.
This is where it all began. LEGO Batman the video game gave us the first real taste of Gotham in LEGO form. You could play as Batman or Robin, smash through environments, solve puzzles. It was simple, charming, and full of the humor we'd come to expect from LEGO games. And by the way, from now on, I will also be personally rating each video game based on gameplay, content, innovation, and overall enjoyment. So, for the 2008 LEGO Batman video game, I will give it an 8.5 over 10 because it's classic, simple, nostalgic, and honestly one of the most charming LEGO games ever. It didn't do anything crazy, but it nailed the formula. LEGO Batman 2 expanded things big time. It introduced an open-world Gotham, giving players freedom to explore, find collectibles, and interact with the city in ways the first game never allowed. The game had a huge upgrade. Open world and a bigger DC roster. This is where LEGO Batman really leveled up. So, I give it a solid 9 out of 10.
Face right.
2014, the LEGO Movie video game. Now, this one isn't a full Batman game, but he still plays a pretty big role here. Instead of Gotham, you're thrown into the LEGO Movie world alongside characters like Emmett and the rest of the crew. And honestly, Batman completely steals the spotlight. The game is a lot more chaotic and story-driven, focusing on recreating scenes from the movie rather than open exploration. But it shows how well Batman fits even outside his usual universe. As for the rating, the 2014 LEGO Movie game is fun and chaotic, but Batman isn't really the focus. It's still entertaining, just not as strong as the main Batman games. I'd give it a 7 set. LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham took the fight to space. You had access to practically the entire Justice League. The gameplay got more complex with flying levels and massive villain encounters, proving that the LEGO series could go cosmic without losing its charm. Super ambitious with space and tons of characters, but Gotham felt kind of missing. Still a really solid game overall, 8 out of 10.
Robin, we need something to take him out. Let's look around.
Come here,
Catch a giant
rodent.
Oh, crikey.
2015 LEGO Dimensions is where things get wild. LEGO Dimensions wasn't just a Batman game, it was a massive crossover. Batman teamed up with characters from Ghostbusters, The Lord of the Rings, Doctor Who, and so many more. It's a cool idea with insane crossovers, but it's not one of my favorites. 7.5 out of 10.
This keystone should help us get closer to that elephant-looking thing.
Following the 2017 LEGO Batman movie, we didn't actually get a full console game. Instead, we got a mobile tie-in. The LEGO Batman movie game is more of a simple, endless runner, where you play as Batman running through Gotham, taking down enemies and bosses like Mr. Freeze. It includes some fun features like vehicle sections, mini-games, and customization, but overall it's a much smaller experience compared to the main LEGO titles. It's decent for a mobile game, but it doesn't come close to the depth of the main LEGO Batman games. 5 out of 10.
The good players, right?
2018 LEGO DC Supervillains. This one flipped the script. Instead of playing heroes, you create your own supervillain and explore a story with the likes of Joker, Harley Quinn, and many more. Batman shows up too, of course, keeping the hero-villain balance intact. It was one of the first LEGO games to really focus on letting you play as the bad guys, and it worked surprisingly well. One of the best LEGO DC games. Playing as villains and creating your own character was a huge win. Maybe I'm being biased, but I rate it 9.5 out of 10.
You've done it now!
Back to movie tie-ins, the LEGO Movie 2 video game brings back the humor and chaos from the first game, and Batman is still here with his usual sarcastic personality. The game does introduce new worlds and a different building system, which adds some variety, but at the same time it changes the classic LEGO formula quite a bit, and not always in a good way. The levels feel less structured, progression can feel a bit repetitive, and overall it just doesn't have the same charm or depth as older LEGO games. It's still a fun experience here and there, but compared to the others, it feels like a step down. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. The upcoming entry in the series, LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, arrives on May 22nd this year and shows just how far the franchise has come. This time, you embark on the essential Batman story, an epic journey from young Bruce Wayne's training with the League of Shadows to becoming Gotham's legendary Dark Knight. You'll forge a new family of allies with Jim Gordon, Catwoman, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Talia al Ghul, while confronting an ever-growing rogues gallery including the Joker, Penguin, Bane, Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, and more. It's a cinematic, story-driven campaign packed with iconic moments from 86 years of Batman history, all blended with classic LEGO humor.
We need to stop them from mixing these bears.
Copy. Let's work.
We need to identify another entry point. Perhaps a window or a vent.
Gotham itself feels bigger and more alive than ever. A fully immersive open world spanning multiple islands where you can grapple, glide, and drive iconic Batmobiles and Batcycles, including the legendary Tumbler. Busy streets, dynamic crimes happening around you, Riddler puzzles, collectibles, and side challenges make exploration genuinely rewarding. It takes everything fans loved about the older games. The massive roster vibes, open world freedom, and irreverent LEGO charm, and refines it into the most complete, authentic, and polished Batman LEGO experience yet. This game has the potential to be the greatest LEGO Batman game of all time. Literally peak LEGO Batman. So let's just hope they don't mess it up. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.